Hey, it's Steve Barcello from the Cryptozoology Paranormal Museum. I got a call last night from a woman who was driving down the road adjacent to Medoc Mountain State Park. You can see I'm standing in front of the sign here. Had a log thrown at her car. Reported it to Ranger Station. They looked around, apparently found some feces and some other things. We're here to see if we can find the location and follow up on the story. This should be an interesting one. Thanks for watching. Trying to find the spot where the log was thrown from. We're finding a lot of twisted trees here, some X's, kind of the things. Like I said, you guys know I'm not a huge tree structure guy, but she claims it was thrown. She believes it might have been something up in a tree. It's windy today. I apologize for any noise. I was hoping to find some additional firewood out here, which could be the rangers or the state just cutting up wood laid on the side of the road, hoping somebody would just take it and use it to make it go away. But I'm not seeing any here. It's an 18-inch log that she was hit her car, and you can tell it's been cut by a chainsaw. Very clear and open in here. George is checking out a structure back there. It looks like an X. Oh yeah, I see the old building, yeah.
This right here, the deck has been twisted.
Look how high this is. You know, maybe it didn't have to be in a tree. Maybe it was high enough here to throw down. Hey George, check this out. I'm still looking for firewood out here, seeing if I could find anything. That was definitely cut wood. I'm not going to say necessarily firewood, could just be someone clearing a road or a tree that fell. But I'm not seeing anything up here. But we're high enough here on the side of the road where she felt it was something thrown from something up in the tree. But we're 15 to 20 feet off the road here in height. So it could have been something just standing here, possibly throwing something. You can see the racetrack right across the way. It's Steve and George. We're back at the museum just shooting the shit. We just got back from Medoc Mountain. We had this woman, I'm not even going to use her name because I'm not sure if she's comfortable with that, reached out to me yesterday. She had a log thrown at her vehicle on the road, what was it, 5 something?
541?
I think so, yeah. Terrible. Right out the entranceway into Medoc Mountain State Park. It was a 17-inch piece of firewood cut. You can see it's been cut. Oh, it's weathered. It's been sitting around a while. She felt it was something up in a tree. We went back there this morning once she explained the location where she stopped anyway. So we hiked back up on the wood side. I came from the wooded side by the park itself. and we came up in that area, which is about, what, 15, 20 feet
Oh,
above the
easy,
ground.
easy. Yeah, you're looking down on the road at that point.
So if you were to throw something out of the car, it would, lob down. So, it still could be something in the tree, but, at this point you realize it didn't have to be. We found a structure out there, an old building.
Old building.
Now the weird thing about that is it's all collapsed and leaning at about 32 degrees, something like that. It's ready to come down. But the wood floor, it's 2 floors, smaller structure. But the ground floor is super clean. Looks like someone swept it.
Yeah.
So something was definitely in there. I mean, we can't say it's Bigfoot, but it's definitely unusual. On top of that, she found a print, kind of iffy, and she did find a large poop, basically.
Yes.
Which scat, big one. We got to see if we can go back out and get a sample at. That was in a different spot. Now she was not. I just got done finishing the conversation when she called me last night late. She was not Bigfooting. She's just there to hike, and she's actually more into the geology and the rocks, which is her reason for going there. But what do you think about the whole thing?
It's very interesting. I'll tell you. Once you see the site, it makes sense, like you said. Where she had said that it looked like something came down from the tree, but once we got up in there, it's a good 15, 20 feet up, and if you're standing there, it might be 20, 25 feet up. And just the whole area, there are a lot of trails in there. Saw some X-type tree things. It's not a big deal, but it just things of interest, that maybe something's going on back there. And I know I've never been back in that area before. And I spent a lot of time up at Medoc, but I'd never been on that side.
Yeah.
And and I think, not 100% sure because it was a little windy, I thought I heard one tree knock, and I was yelling to Steve, "Hey, you hearing that?" And Steve's like, "I can't even hear you." And he came back up. Then we heard something else on the other side of us. It sounded like one also. So I mean, it's very interesting to say the least, but I'd like to know more about what actually happened with her, at the time. And I know she went over to report it to the ranger station. So she was shooken up about it, apparently, that enough she went over to the ranger station to report it. And I had seen some pictures that Steve was showing me, and it did some damage to her car.
Yeah.
It did some damage to
She
her
sent
car.
us photos of her stuff and a video of her just showing the damage of the car. She ended up talking to the ranger, Jason, there. And so I'll touch base with him and see what he got out of it since we missed her. Thank God she called us after the fact. But it's definitely a unique area. I mean, it's just it looks good. I mean, once I get up in there, I go like, wow, look at this. I mean, the canopy's over. It's pretty open in there.
Yeah.
There's not much in the way of shrubbery or anything there. It's pretty clear. You can see game trails. Something's going through in there. But I don't know. I tell you, I'd have a hard time, like a football throwing a log 35 feet onto
absolutely.
a car. I mean,
Yeah.
if it was a human, it had to be a big, strong
Good
human.
size, yeah.
I mean,
good
to
size
get
person.
something out that far.
Yeah.
And we looked around. Hopefully, I wanted to see if I found any firewood there. Like it was like maybe the state cut up wood and left it on the side of the road for people to take. Well, first of all, it was up in this area. Nobody was going to get it. No one's going to climb up a 16, 17 foot berm to get up there. But we didn't see anything. We saw a lot of broken branches and trees and stuff. And like you said, some really weird structures.
Right.
Which I'm not a big structure guy, but it was weird enough where I took some photos and I'll place them in here. But it was definitely different.
It was.
So I think we'll definitely go back into that area now.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And it was. I'll send some picture. I haven't seen the actual log. She's going to bring it to us. She wrapped it in saran just in case there's any chance of getting DNA or anything off it. She's, like I said, it's not a Bigfoot person. She was aware that there had been tales of sightings in the area, but that's not why she was there. Of course, now she's about face, but she was, like George said, upset enough where she actually ran to the ranger station. And she said it was roughly 1-ish when this happened. So
Right.
Unusual.
Very unusual.
So we're going to play some videos here. You guys are going to see us walking around. It's going to be a little windy. I don't know how great the audio is going to be, but we can show you what we found out there. I'll play some photos along with her video and some of the stuff going in there. But thanks for watching. And don't forget, April 15th. 15th?
Yep.
April 15th, we're going to be doing our Paranormal Bigfoot Festival at Lakeland Theater. So make sure you come. We're still looking for sponsors, looking for some more vendors, and we're still lining up the keynote speakers too. So thanks a lot for watching. We'll talk to you soon.
freshly broke.
You see the old chimney was here. Look how clean it is in there. Something's been bedding down in here.
That's weird. That's really weird.
Something's definitely been using this.
Yeah. The only thing is, these boards are so wood, but those are different boards. Those are seasoned wood right there. See that? Those are seasoned boards right there.
It looks like someone just threw that in just to
Yeah,
get a path
to get in there maybe.
Might have peeled those off the outside.
Oh, interesting, to say the least.